recorded. Shucks, it's so. And I'm waiting for the lift to come. That's my fit. So I'm going for an artist meet today, and they're gonna be about 60 creatives. Okay, so I don't know how it's gonna be. 60 artists in one place. I'm hoping to meet some interesting people, and as usual, I'm kind of late as well. So yeah, well, it's called fashionably late, isn't it? So I'm on my way, and I'm just trying if this mic works or not, because I think there's going to be quite a lot of noise when I get there. So I want to get a few people on video, and I just want to test if the sound works or not. So I'm almost nearing the venue. I can't believe I made it this fast. So I know a few of the artists who are coming, and a lot of them I don't know. So let's see how today goes. Hi everyone, so I'm here with Lindsey, the person who has put all of this together and gotten all 60 artists in one space. So thank you, Lindsey, for doing this for the creatives in Hong Kong. So Lindsey, what kind of an artist are you?
I'm a bit of a weird one because I'm involved in quite a few different art forms. So I'm a theatre director, writer, choreographer, and also a fine artist working in acrylics.
Okay, so how can someone use creativity for self-care, or how do you use creativity for self-care?
Well, to be honest, when I'm not involved in a creative project, I actually feel physically ill. So being involved in either a theatre project or a dance project or being out in the garden painting gives me a huge amount of joy. And I think having joy in your life is incredibly powerful. My art makes me incredibly happy, and time just absolutely zips by. So I think just being involved in art is very liberating and just such a fun thing to do.
Lindsey, for sharing with us, and thanks for doing this for all the creatives in Hong Kong.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Where's your camera? This one.
What?
Okay. Alright, okay. Let
That's
me just.
crazy.
Yeah, because I want to make it as handy as possible.
My mind is blown.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
so nice.
Okay. Ready?
Oh, I'm doing myself.
Yeah. It's recorded. Shucks, it's so. Okay, now it's recording. Hi, so we are at the event, and we've just stepped out from the crowd to get some quiet space for us to talk about what I really want to know from Erin. So this is Erin, the very lovely Erin. Do you want to tell us what kind of a creative are you?
By profession, I would call myself an illustration and graphics artist, but I also really love to do a lot of different things. So I do murals, and I dabble in writing sometimes and dancing. So I do a lot of different things. But yes, mainly illustration and
Mainly
graphics.
illustrations. And you have to check her work. I'm going to drop her handle as well. And so the second question to Erin is, how can someone use creativity for self-care, or how do you use creativity for self-care?
Yeah, I think as a creative professional, it's really important to make the distinction between like work, this is what I do for work, but then I also carve out my creativity for myself and for self-care, and it's good to keep it separate. And I suppose when I come to do it for myself, it would just be kind of like listening to my body and seeing what I feel like that day, if I feel like having a dance or just throwing some paint around, but most importantly, just kind of like just to do some breathing and listen to my body and just kind of see what comes out, because it's kind of its own beast.
Yeah, perfectly. Thanks a lot, Erin, for being part of this. Okay, so I am here with Katie, and we have a lot in common. I have met her before. I've been to her lovely space and her studio. I'm gonna tag her handle so you can check her art, you can check her space. So Katie, do you want to tell us what kind of a creative are you?
That is a great question, and I was so glad that you gave me some time to think about it, because a lot of people know me as a visual artist, but as I think about that question, I think I'm an every kind of creative. You know, in my life, I've been a dancer. I've taught dance. I've performed on stage. I'm in a choir. I'm a singer. I play the guitar.
I didn't know this.
I'm a visual artist. That's how we know each other, through the visual arts.
Yeah.
And I feel that for me, just self-expression is available. And I'm a poet, because my mum was a poet.
Wow.
So that's just because I guess expression comes
in
and
different ways.
I love it, and I'm curious.
Yeah.
And I hope I've got lots of lifetimes ahead of me so that I can do all the other creative things that I haven't done yet.
Wow. I think Katie is just the example of, you know, when you're an expressive person, the ways are just different, but at the end of the day, it's just expression.
Yeah.
And I think expressing yourself is a very good form of self-care.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first time I went to her studio, I think we hit it off so well. The time just flew past. I think I was there at her studio for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Easy.
It was just a very easy flow of conversation. So thank you so much, Katie, for sharing what you do and inspiring everyone. And I hope people in Hong Kong see this video and also come by to your studio as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. So the event's done, and wow, it's freaking exhausting. Today I'm going to meet a very different kind of creative. That's why I'm up and about. It's about 7:30, but I'm going to go meet another kind of creative. Everyone, so today I'm here at Creative Mornings, and I'm here with the funny man himself, Vivek Mahbubani. Hi, Vivek. When I saw the Creative Morning poster, I was like, I know you beyond just the poster, because I think we go way back as in 2017. Because when I first moved to Hong Kong, I wanted to try comedy, believe it or not. And I saw this Indian guy killing it in the comedy scene. And I was like, I have to reach out to him. And you did not disappoint. Because he literally replied back with examples of scripts on how you can make things relatable. And he was very, very helpful, because it was almost like he has nothing to gain from that interaction, but yet you were very helpful. And that was definitely one of the main reasons why I wanted to have you on this video about meeting creatives in Hong Kong, because I cannot begin to imagine the amount of creativity it takes for you to, you know, blend in, to engage with the audience and keep them going. Which brings me to the question, how do you tap into your creativity for comedy?
So for me, basically, every single day, I challenge myself to see, can I find something interesting that happened today? So it's got to be interesting to get my attention. Okay, so something simple as, you know, people trying to queue up at the bus stop, and, you know, do they be polite and let someone on first, or do they go on first? What do they do? So I take that, and when it gets my interest, I'm like, why do we do it this way? Why do I do it this way? You know, I'm naturally inclined to go that way. So that's my beginning of the creative process of, does it interest me first?
I have to ask you this, because of course you don't look local. How do you get a local audience going? I'm sure.
So first thing first, with comedy, you have to also understand your audience. So for example, a typical Hong Kong audience are people who want the best bang for their buck. Okay, so you have to make sure that you get straight into it. You're not like, okay, so the other day I was walking, and they're like, all the are wasting my time. I have stuff to do, you know. That's number one. Get straight into it. The faster the first punchline, the more they're convinced, okay, you got my attention, now I'll listen to you. Right?
That's where I put my money.
Exactly, yeah, you're getting straight to it. Let's do this. Number two, also understand the psyche of a typical Hong Kong audience. For example, with a more English-speaking / Western audience, they would be like, I'm here for a good time, you know, let's sit down, have a drink, and enjoy. With a very typical Chinese Hong Kong audience, they're sitting there thinking, okay, so there's a cinema right there, the restaurant's right there, and I'm here. You better be worth my time, because in 2 minutes I could be watching a movie. And once you have that in your head, you're like, okay, I gotta be really good at this and really get their attention. So once you get that, you'll know that that's what they're looking for. And the last thing is, you have to understand that there's still the Asian idea of face, not to lose face, right? Very important, right?
I know what you mean.
Exactly. So you have to be aware that, you know, if you pick on someone in the audience, you have to first of all let them feel that they're not below you, but at least like, I'm making fun of myself, but I'll make fun of you as well. And when you do that, they're like, okay, we're playing along, I'll be the good sport and play with you. You get it? It's not that I'm the one in power and, you know, I'm picking on you, but it's more like, you're the one in power who's willing to play along with me. And when you do that, they're like, All right, I'm enjoying this because I'm really enjoying this whole journey.
Thank you so much, Vivek. I'm not going to keep him waiting because he has a talk to give at Creative Mornings. And thank you so much for sparing time and sharing this. And thank you for what you sent me in 2017. That's what made me come here all the way
There
today.
we go. I see. And that's why I wrote that message. I'm like, one day, you know.
We're going to meet again.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Vivek. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm so happy that I have a good reason to wake up early this morning. And first of all, I'm a comedian. That's my job. I was born and raised here in Hong Kong, which is why I don't do just comedy in English. I also do it in Cantonese. So as a true Indian, I double my market, make more money. That's what we're all about, right?
So I'm ready to go meet another artist friend today. Fun fact, she's the reason that I restarted my YouTube channel. So kind of excited to go catch up with her. What kind of creative art? I'm here with Kavl. And it's like a very chill yap session, but it's just you go talk and you feel much better at the end of it.
You can yap as much as you want. You can be whichever version of yourself you want to be, and I just really love hanging out with you anytime for chai or for a quick snack or for a coffee or it's not always over food, is it? Have we met?
Is
it?
It's always over food, and I think she makes the best food. So saying no to her food is like a crime. I want to ask you something. You are someone who got me very encouraged to start YouTube again. What was your thinking behind, like, literally, not, I wouldn't say pushing, but you did it in a really nice way and a very organic way that I felt that, yeah, I should restart my YouTube again.
I saw something similar in you that I've been feeling for myself for quite some time. So I've been feeling to share what I know, and I know that you like sharing what you know.
Yeah.
And this little element of, it's like when you're talking to the camera, it's talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Part of it is for yourself.
Yeah.
And as someone who's deeply, deeply passionate about self-care, as you are, and through creativity, and I just couldn't make sense of why you weren't on YouTube. It almost made me angry. I was like, why is this girl? She's making reels on Instagram. She's absolutely consistent with her Substack. She's killing it. Why is she not on YouTube? I could see that you had so much more to say, and confining all of that into just like 30 seconds was just not enough. And you like to yap. So yap longer, yap more.
Oh, that's Kavl. Yeah, definitely the reason why I restarted my YouTube. So if you enjoy the videos, you have her to thank for.